Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon everyone. My name is Mrs. Saktya and I will teach class for today. Okay, before we start study, let's pray together. Start. Amen. Okay, first of all, I will take your attendance. Cut Marisa,
Present, ma'am.
Nirvania,
Present, ma'am.
Intan.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, everyone here today. Okay, anybody knows what we're going to learn today?
Not yet, ma'am.
Okay, today we're going to learn about the least common multiple. Anybody knows what is the least common multiple? Intan Pertiwi?
Yes, ma'am. Multiple is a number that can be divided by the given number without leaving a remainder.
Okay, that's a great answer. Thank you, Intan Pertiwi. Sometimes we can forget that the greatest common factor or the least common factor then is the least common multiple or the greatest common multiple. It's hard to keep in the acronym, right? Okay, you got to remember that we're talking about multiplies. Here's not the factor between two or more number. There are multiple ways to find the LCM of two or more number. The first one, we're going to talk about it doing by listing multiple. First example, find the LCM of 4 and 6. We are going to do it by listing multiple. First step, what are the multiple of 4? Anybody knows?
Not yet.
Okay, well, 4 times 1 is 4. Always going to start without that. And then 4 times 2 is 8, and then 12, and then 16, and then 20, 24, and we can keep going on. Next, we're going to find the 6. 6 times 1, 6, 12, 18, 24, and keeps going. Now, second step is circle the same multiples. I'm going to circle 12, 6 no, 16 no, 20 no, 24 and 24. So we have 12 and 24. In this case, we have to find the LCM, the least common multiple. So the LCM of 4 and 6 is 12. Let's look to another problem. So we're still finding the LCM by listing multiples. But I'm going to show you a little shortcut, and if you understand it, it can save you a lot of time. So the problem is find the LCM of 6 and 14. Now, you know that the LCM has to be a common multiple of both numbers. So we can use that information to our advantage and think. Well, 14 is the greatest number in this number. Would it be even possible to have a common multiple less than 14? And the answer is no, right? Because your first multiple for 14 is 14. So what you do is start listing the multiples of your greatest number, which is 14 in this case. So I'm going to start listing multiples of 14 because I know it will be impossible if you're the LCM to be anything less than that. So first one is 14 times 1 is 14, and then 28, and then 42, and keeps going on. I'm just going to check are any of these common with multiple 6. Okay, 6, 14 no, 28 no, and then 42. 42 is, so I know that has to be any less common multiple because there's 2 didn't work, but 42 does. Okay, if you're not quite confident, we could still list out all the multiples of 6 or until we get up to 42. Okay, so 6 times 1 is 6, 12, and then 18, 24, 30, 36, and 42. So, the LCM of 6 and 40 is 42. I noticed there's no way 6 or 12 could be work because they're less, right? They're less, right? That what I've mentioned, so that thus are gone immediately for or 18 or 24 no, and then very similar to just listing them out. But if you understand the shortcut, it can be quicker. Okay, next example. We're going to find the LCM by prime factorization. So the first one, find the LCM of 16 and 20. First step is find the prime factorization of 16 and 20. So the prime factorization of 16, we can do a factor 3, but I'm going to skip that. It's just basically 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Or we can simply is 2 to 4th power. Okay. For 20, the prime factorization is going to 2 times 2 times 5, or simply is 2 squared times 5. Okay, so those are 2 prime factorization. Second step, we're going to circle a unique prime factorization. I will circle 5, and then we have to look at the 2 power 4 and 2 squared. Circle any unique factorization. In this case, 2, choose the greatest factor or greatest exponent. So I will circle 2, 4. So the LCM is 2 to 4 is times 5 is 18. So the LCM of 16 and 20 is 18. Okay, now you learn 2 ways to find the least common multiple. We can list multiples or we can find it with prime factorization. Either one will work, you also have the shortcut. Keep in mind. But there's definitely situation where one may be better than the other. If your number are kind of small, they not big number like this listing factor can be, sorry, listing multiples can be every quick and easily. But if your large number like 60 or 20, you have the 3 or 4 number. You don't really want to short listing. But if you have large number like 60 or 20, you have to, there are 4 number you don't really want to start listing out all this multiple, it's going to take a long time as kind of hint you might want to write that down. When you have large number, it's good to use prime factorization. So maybe make a little note to yourself. Good to use with large number. Okay, just a little hint, and I think that will help out a lot. Okay, now I will you do the exercise on the board. Anyone want to try?
I want to try, ma'am.
Okay, Jude, come and try.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Jude, answer the number 1. 5 is the prime factor, and then 24 is 2 times 2 times 2 and times 3, or simply is 2 cube times 3, and then the LCM is 5 times 2 cube times 3 is equal to 120. Anyone want to try number 2?
I want to try.
Okay, Nirvania. Okay. Yes. Okay, that's a great answer. Thank you, Nirvania. Okay, in this case, Nirvania answered the LCM of the 10 and 20 is 63. 9 is 3 times 3, or simply is 3 square, and 21 is 3 times 7. And then so the LCM is 3 square times 7 equal to 63. Look at the 3. In 9 is 3 is greater than 21. So the LCM is 63. Yes, that's right. Okay, do you have any question before we end this class for today?
Not
Not
yet,
yet,
ma'am.
Okay, if no question, I think enough for today. Thank you for your attention and see you next week. Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye.